We got something special here.
You know what's crazy is you're bringing up Shanahan in terms of like our appreciation for him and points scored and being able to find a third DC. I just don't think we understand how hard it is. You know, he brings in Anthony Lynn a couple years ago after losing Mike McDaniels. He's lost Robert Saleh. He's lost D'Amico Ryans. Look at his staff. Just look at his staff. Year after year after year, he puts together an unbelievable staff. Unless, like, I feel like the only way he can get Coach of the Year at this point, because he's elevated him to such an elite status, is by winning the number 1 seed. And even then, I still feel like he's not going to get his appreciation. It feels like that Coach of the Year always goes to, we didn't expect you to be good, and you won 9 games. You get it. Why can't he be in the running for that?
Yeah. You make a great point.
It's 3 games in. I mean, we got a long way to go.
We got a long way to go, but this is the best start they've had outside of 2019 under Kyle Shanahan. But this start, we expected them to be 3-0. Now, I know at the Reddit Summit, Mark threw it around. What's their record going to be? We threw out some numbers. And I was like 2-2. And it was like, would you throw out 4-0? It was the big. You admit.
I played to the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. You prefaced it by saying 4-0.
I cupped my ears to the crowd.
You're going to be a homer.
I went, I will go 4-0. And then we kept doing schedule talk, and I said,
all right, enough
we're losing
talk.
the audience.
Yeah, we are.
Because I've got my ears cupped to the crowd.
And I knew once they got past Pittsburgh, if they could get past Pittsburgh, okay, you'll be able to handle the Rams down in L.A. They did. You're going to beat the Giants on a short week. Although it was a tricky game, but no Saquon, so things change. Things change with the schedule. Gosh, this team is. Wait till they start clicking on offense.
You know what it feels like to, and again, I know we're a long way away. But when you watch those like year in review videos from when the Niners won it all, like the montages of great plays and runs, like I feel like I'm slowly living that out right now, and I'm loving every second of it. I don't want to miss anything.
And they expect to win.
For us, we know what we can do. We expect to win every game, and the fact that we're 3-0 is awesome. We know it's a long season, and there's still so much football left, and so I love the mentality of our team right now because I think we're 3-0, we're happy, but we're still hungry, and there's still a lot that we can get better at, and that's a good place to be.
A good place to be. That's Christian McCaffrey. And if you're worried about Deebo Samuel, here's Shanahan about Deebo Samuel's ribs.
I don't know, I'm sure, but it was good that he came back in. He came back in, which usually means you're hoping it's positive, but I know he's sore right now, and we'll have to check that out.
10 days to rest.
10 days of rest.
B, there's a lot that's been made about Brock Purdy's deep ball. Did you see what Sam Lubman sent to the chat?
No, send it to us.
I'll read it to you right now. Brock Purdy on passes 10 yards or more this year. What?
I just looked at it now.
22 of 29. That's pretty good. 401 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 157 passer rating.
Is that number 1 in the league?
First
in the league.
And if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, nice. Indeed. There's a lot of people punching air right now. A lot of people punching air.
Why can't we just get in the inner tube and ride the wave,
baby.
of the 49er fun?
Ride the wave. Here's Shanahan on why they still have a lot of things to fix.
I mean, a lot of times they're bringing more people than we have blocking, so you got to get rid of it real fast. When people zero, they're always bringing one more than you. Usually, depends if the guy's blocking, if they want to hug up or drop into coverage, and usually they're hugging up. So you got to get rid of the ball fast when it's situations like that. But that's also why you got some good looks to run with it, because if you make one guy miss, there's no one else left. And we got some guys who are pretty good at making people miss and pretty good at breaking tackles.
That was why Shanahan, why they had so many short throws yesterday. Shanahan explained that. Later on, he would go on to explain, hey, we still got a lot of things to fix. Brock Purdy said the same thing. We have a lot of things to fix. Deebo said the same thing. We got a lot of things to fix. The mindset. That's why I was not worried about them overlooking the New York Giants. I'm not going to be worried about them overlooking the Arizona Cardinals because they want to rest in January. It's all about getting that number 1 seed and make sure those dirty birds, and not the dirty birds in Atlanta, but those other dirty little birds in the East Coast, in Philadelphia, we want to make them travel out here. Come to Levi's. Come play on grass.
Arizona Cardinals.
The Arizona Cardinals.
So, what's interesting is that, and I'm giving you a little snippet, a little sampler platter for some of my thoughts for next week. Just a little tiny, like Costco, a little sample. You want a little paper cup?
Wow. I do like the paper cups.
It feels like it's been 30 years where I can use this term. Because when I was a young Niner fan, we used to say this all the time. The Cardinals next week, that's a tune-up game.
Yeah.
That's a tune-up game.
It is a tune-up game.
When was the last time? Look at your face. You're so happy.
It is.
When was the
I am.
last time
I'm
you were
very
like, it's a tune-up game? It's a
I
tune-up
am
game
happy.
to get ready
Very
for the
happy.
Cowboys, Browns, Vikings, and Bengals, baby.
You know what?
Woo!
This operation go undefeated before the bye week. Let's just see let's see where they're at. Are they going to have more than one loss going into the bye week?
Bye week is that first weekend of November?
Right after, I believe it's right after the Vikings game, right?
Bengals.
Or no, Bengals
So
game,
it goes
October
right now.
29th.
Cardinals,
October 29th.
Cowboys, Browns, Vikings, Bengals, bye. And then you get the Jags and the Bucks.
Schedule's not as easy as what people thought, right? Bucks 2-0. We'll see how. Be watching 80. Now we get to sit back and watch Monday Night Football. Hey, the stage is yours, Philadelphia, Monday night. What you going to do with it down to South Florida? Or not even South Florida, North Florida, Tampa Bay.
I just, we're talking so much about the offense, B, and the amount of points that they score. I remember early last year, you and I were both like, man, did Mike McDaniels take some of the creativity away when he left? I feel like they've elevated. And it's not a dismissal of Mike McDaniels. I think he's extremely creative. And I think he's really, really good. But like the fact that we knew it was Shanahan's offense, but they've taken it to another level, it's pretty unremarkable.
Well, I asked the question, who was calling the plays?
You did.
Who's always called the plays?
Shanahan.
Yes. As long as Shanahan's the head coach, the playbook's going to look very, very fun. Very good. Go play Madden all the time. You see the playbook. Like, damn. This playbook lists is options galore. Crossing routes, deep routes, cutback routes, screens.
I have beef with the Madden playbook for Shanahan. I don't think it's accurate. I don't think it's good enough.
No, I think it's... I use that playbook. I feel like I'm cheating. So I just go to Ganda's playbook where he's got like 4 formations. Pistol, shotgun, single back, goal line. Let's go to Brian in Fairfield. Brian, what's happening?
Love you.
What's up, guys? How can you not be excited about what you watched last night? I mean, we watched this 49 team score 30 points, right? And you know what? I agree with Devontae. They're not firing on all cylinders. They're sitting at maybe, 70%. The offense starting what I would say is a little slow. Think how encouraged you can be. This is, week 3, they're at 70%, and they're scoring 30 points?
Right.
Come on. How many times did we see last year that stat where Kyle Shanahan without Jimmy Garoppolo is 5-36, but with Jimmy Garoppolo is 36-5? No. Now I got a Brock Purdy in there, right, who's throwing 310 yards against the Giants. I'm just saying, I'm excited about what I'm seeing.
Right.
That's a great call on the Shanahan record without Garoppolo. Haven't heard that in a long time.
No.
That's a really good call.
Nobody's bringing that up. Huh. Deleted those tweets.
By the way, watching Darnold get a couple of token snaps at the end, that's when you know you've blown a team out.
Yes. When you bring the backup in.
And it's not because of performance.
Look, Z said, hey, it's Bonte versus the Eagles. The rest of the fans are more concerned with the Cowboys. Let me tell you why I'm not concerned with the Cowboys. We've sunned them 2 years in a row.
I'm worried about the Cowboys.
I'm not worried about the Cowboys. They will find a way to implode. That's what they do. That's what they're in the business for. They're in the business of implosion. All right? Whether it's Texas Stadium, Jerry's World, Levi's, the Cowboys will find a way to lose to the 49ers. That's just the way it is right now. Michael Parsons, very good player.
Oh, he's amazing.
Very good player. You really going to sit here on a Friday after the Niners just whooped on the New York Giants? I'm supposed to be afraid of Dak Prescott when I got Nick Bosa, I got Hargrave, the Grave Digger, and I got Mook Dog, who's really playing like a freak though, and I got Armstead, and I've got Drake Jackson. I'm supposed to be worried about Dak Prescott.
I cannot believe in your hype up you brought up Mook Dog, but he's here.
Mook Dog is here.
He's here.
Mook Dog is here.
Give him love.
So I'm supposed to be worried about Dak Prescott and Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy. I told you, we were talking about fearing teams. I don't fear nobody, and I definitely don't fear the Dallas Cowboys. Are you kidding me? The Dallas Cowboys? Please.
Did you see who came in for the Giants at the end of the game?
Who did? Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, I did see that. Tyrod. Poor Tyrod. Poor Tyrod.
How many teams have you been on?
By the way, the fact that the NFL had to put the Cowboys and Niners on Sunday Night Football, you don't think the Niners is getting out? Let's make another statement. Let's beat them 3 times in a row and embarrass these.
I think that's going to be a hard-hitting game.
Worried about the Cowboys, please. Rolando Napa, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm a big fan of the show, man. And like these calls this morning, man. So I'm waiting for people to say that Kenny Pickett's better than Brock Purdy. I'm waiting for the New York Jets caller saying that Zach Wilson's better, man. Just, you know what?
Rolando.
Just shut up.
Yeah, Rolando. The guy said the New York Jets have a better defense than your 49ers. They just gave up 37 to those Cowboys.
At this point, man, just send all the hate to us. We appreciate that, and we're just gonna blow everybody out. But I got a question for you guys. You guys are talking about the records for the Niners this year. I want to throw around the table. All right, there's one of all the Niner teams that won Super Bowls. There's one thing that the one Niner team has ever done and won the Super Bowl: go undefeated. What do you guys think their chances are of doing what the 72 Dolphins did, and this Niner team going undefeated? And if they do it,
let's finish a month of football,
Rolando,
before we
haven't even bought the champagne yet.
I mean, come on.
Let alone the champagne being on ice.
I do love the arrogance, though.
We're a long way away.
What about going undefeated?
I mean, Mercury Morris is on line one laughing at us right now. Let's get to December before we start talking about undefeated.
I'm not going to lie, though.
It would be nice.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
It'd be the biggest stunt in the history. Like, if you had any team, if you go undefeated in the modern era and win a Super Bowl, any team, I don't care if it's that might be the ultimate bragging rights of all time.
We would need a loss for you, because if they went to the playoffs undefeated, you would.
Well, it would feel like the 73-win Warriors.
Yeah, I couldn't do radio that week. That would be a rough one for you, boy. I know you too well, Shasky.
All I want to be is undefeated in the playoffs.
Yes, exactly.
That's the only thing I care about.
Thank you. Rhea Lancaster, what's up, Rhea? Talk to me on this Football Friday.
Happy Victory Friday, my guys. Turns up Bonte is my favorite Bonte every day.
Well, TV Bonte, I don't know if likes that.
I know we lost by 31, but this Warrior team's showing pride. I'm Bonte Hill, and that's Chris Mullen. I'm teasing.
So let me say this. With Brock, one of the other times I called after the Pittsburgh game, I said, when he had that ball behind his back, that fumble, and held on to it behind his back, I said, he is it for us. I'm going to go ahead and repeat. He is it for us. If nobody else in the world feels like he is it for us, it doesn't matter. We know he is it for us. The players know he is it for us. They know he's a treasure. They're fighting for him. George Kittle knows he's never thrown an interception, and he said, oh, no, that ball might be intercepted, and he batted that ball down so we can keep that stat intact. I was like, okay, George, fight for your boy. I was like, I love it. And when Brock hoists up the Lombardi, maybe then everybody will know he is it for us.
I love it. I love it, Rhea. You know what's interesting? The kids like to say, he is him, she is her. They are them.
Yes.
And if you played football at any level, it's about the we. And I look at that team, them, okay? That's the team right now in the NFL. They're the premier team in the NFL. Things can change. Stuff can happen. They can underperform.
Nah, they're locked in.
But right now, they are them.
They're locked in. All that noise, that quote-unquote noise in the preseason, it never permeated into that locker room. It didn't.
No.
They told you it didn't, and people didn't want to believe them. They said, oh, my God, the noise coming in. Once they got both the sign, they jumped around like little kids, and they said, it's go time. Let's go to the Steel City, and put it on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's what they did. Then it was Operation Takeover SoFi Stadium to make that the unofficial home opener. A precursor to what happened last night against the New York Giants. And I see a text here, Xfinity Mobile text.
What's that?
I see it. It was 5. Who sent this text? Oh, man, they scored 30 points, but it was a lot of field goals. That's from the 925. Yeah, that's the point. 30 points and a lot of field goals. There's a lot to clean up.
And
they got touchdown makers in McCaffrey and Debo and Kittle, and wait till you get 30 points is going to be fine on a short week.
They punted 3 times. We're acting like the defense scored 14 points or something.
And by the way, the defense only gave up 12.
But you know what I mean? Like, well, the offense really only scored 17.
The offense scored all their points.
That's what I'm saying. I just, again, watch the games. Your eyes should tell you. And this fan base in the Bay Area should know more than any other. Does it pass the eye test?
Yes.
It does. Right? Was Lincecum conventional? No. All right.
Make a good point.
Was Steph Curry conventional?
Nope.
No. No, I'm not saying Purdy's in that category, but he passes the eyeball
Got to
test.
start somewhere.
Exactly.
You have to start somewhere.
Exactly. Keep telling me what he's not.
By the way, I think that's the 6th straight regular season game they scored at least 30.
6?
Yeah. If I'm not, it could be 7.
Did Walsh ever do that?
I don't know.
I know that it's easier to score because of the rule book now more than ever, but that's still impressive.
So I'm looking here. 3 so far this year. And then last year, 37 against Washington, 37 against the Raiders, 38 against the Cardinals. 8 of their last 9 regular season games, the Niners have scored at least 30. I mean, think about that. Miami, Brock comes in, he's 33-17.
Yeah.
You line up Tampa Bay, you score 35, you beat them 35-7. I believe all 35 was in the first half, right? They scored all 35 points in the first half of that game. I mean, what else do you want offensively? Do you need more deep balls? What else do you need? Honestly, do you need more touches for use check?
I just think people are nitpicking at this point. You got to appreciate where we're at with this team and appreciate how many premium players that they have and how they're all playing together as a unit and just how high level everything is. I expect them to score a touchdown on every drive when it comes to opening the first half and opening the second half. And they got a field goal, and we're sitting here pretending like they threw a pick 6.